Hello everyone, my name is San. Today I'm gonna make a short video to introduce how Chinese people drink Chinese tea in a daily way. I want to make this video especially for my friend Ashley in Boston. Okay, so here is everything we are going to need. First of all, you have to boil some water. I highly recommend spring water, natural spring water. Second is purified water. I do not recommend you use tap water to make tea because the taste is really important. Second, you need clean and dry tea cups for the tea making ceremony. You could select a little teapot to make tea, but I prefer to use 盖碗, which is teacup, to make tea. So this one is a traditional classic type of Chinese 盖碗. This cover represents sky. The one that in the middle represents people, and the one in the below represents land. Okay. So we also need another cup. We call it 公道 cup. Represents fairness of cup. So it could make the tea taste more even between different brews. Last but not least, we need a small cup to taste the tea. Usually, we will select different cans of a cup for each of us. For example, this one is mine, and this one is my husband. Normally, you don't share your personal cup with others, especially with visitors. Some people prefer to storage tea in large cups. So they have a tight cover to prevent liquid or wet air. And also there are some people who prefer to use this kind of small bag to carry and storage tea leaves because it's easy to carry while you travel or take it to your office. And also it's easy to control the amount of tea for each tea ceremony. This kind of a bag, we do not recommend to tie it up with your hands because it's really easy for the tea leaves to come out everywhere. So we will use a special little scissors to cut the bags. I love this moment because this is the start of the whole ceremony. We will pour all of the tea leaves into the cup. So next, you put the boiling hot water into the cup very slowly. You don't make it a full cup because you don't want the cup to be too hot. And I carefully will slide the cover and there is a gap so I can pour the water out. This is a bit difficult, so you need to practice to make sure that the cup didn't fall and also your hands didn't being hurt by the hot water or hot cup. Okay. So these are the leaves that after the first brew. So here is the first brew of the tea. It's the strongest brew. And some people prefer to throw it away because they think the tea leaves is not very clean and this one is to wash the tea leaves. But actually, if you prefer strongest taste, and also if you are really confident about the tea leaves quality, you can taste the first brew directly. So we will pour the water into the cup to half of the cup. And next is to drink it. This one I'm using oolong tea. Actually, this is the second take of the whole video. The first take, I'm using black tea, which we Chinese people call it red tea. But the video is gone. I couldn't find it in my computer, so I have to make a second one. So oolong tea and black tea are totally two different tastes of teas. This one is really good. Those two kind of teas are both produced in Fujian province, Wuyi Mountain. This one is produced in Tongmu village, and this one was from Wuyi Mountain. And you can even taste the flowers taste in the oolong tea. In China, we have 6 different categories of teas. First is green tea, which is the smell is very light. And second is we call it red tea, but actually it is famous worldwide as black tea. Actually, we call it red tea. Red tea is also my favorite kind of tea. The third kind of tea is yellow tea. Yellow tea is a very small category. It's very similar to green tea, but just the color is not the same. And also the taste is slightly different, but I think most of the people couldn't tell the differences. And the fourth category is white tea. Sometimes we believe that if good quality white tea, if you storage it in a correct way, and after 3 years, 5 years, or even 7 years, it could become a kind of a Chinese medicine. And it's very good for health. A lot of Chinese people like to drink white tea, but not for me. My favorite is black tea, which is called red tea, and also oolong tea. That's the two kind of my favorite ones. To me, oolong tea is the most complicated tea can in China. They have more than 1,000 different small categories inside oolong tea. And also Taiwan oolong tea is also very famous. The last one in China, the last category in China, we call it black tea. Also, you can call it pu'er tea. I think that Yunnan province has the best pu'er tea, best black tea. So there is some requirements on Chinese tea tables. For example, you should clean your hand and make sure everything very clean. Second, also, if you invite visitors to your home, you don't just continue the tea and serve them the tea that you are currently drinking. Instead, you open a new bag of tea and started from the first brew to show your respect and value to your friends and this visitor. Second is when you're serving the tea, you only make half cup of the small cups. You never make it full, because we think that if you make it a full cup, if you make it as a full cup, that is another way to say that you are not welcomed at my place now. Please go. Please leave. So that will be very rude if you pour the full cup of the tea. And also it's very difficult for the people to take it up because the water is really hot. I recommend that when you finish the cup drinking the tea, you can smell it. If the tea quality is really good, the smell is really good as well. And the whole ceremony is enjoyment for your eye, for your taste, for your smell, and also for your spirit. You can calm down and enjoy a peaceful moment with yourself or with your friends, with your family. Sometimes when we invite visitors, friends to our home, maybe it's not lunchtime or dinner time, we will say that please come to my home and we will serve you some Chinese tea. Because we think that coffee is sometimes you cannot drink a cup of coffee for 2 hours or 3 hours, but it's easy for you to drinking a tea. You can enjoy a whole tea ceremony lasting for 2 to 3 hours, and we could make up to 7 to or 8 or even more brews of the tea. In China, it's very popular to talk business or to talk with your friends or families in a very beautiful tea house. We not only discuss business on the dinner table while we are drinking alcohols. Many occasions we prefer to stay sober and drinking tea in a very private and quiet and peaceful environment. There are many beautiful tea houses in Beijing, Shanghai, Chengdu, and many big cities. Before I came to the US, I thought there will be some typical Chinese tea house, but actually I haven't found one. I love drinking Chinese tea in this way because to me it's like a meditation. I focused on everything because the water is hot and porcelain is fragile. You have to be really focused, concentrate on what you are doing. You do it slowly and have to do it correctly. Also, we have teapot. So if there are no, there's none. If there is like extra liquid, we will just pour on the teapot. The teapot is made by a special soil, only produced in Wuxi, Jiangsu province. The soil is so special that after years it could be more smooth, more shining, and sometimes it's even changing colors slightly along the time. For example, this little teapot is my husband's favorite one to make tea in his daily life. This is made in Wuxi. Okay, I think that's it. This is my first video to introduce Chinese culture. I hope this is not the last one. Me and my husband will want to do a series of videos to introduce Chinese traditional culture. If you like this video, please comment. Thank you.